Okay, here we go. It's recording. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. You know what we do? Um, we're gonna try to talk about and gold. As you all know, gold is is a reserve. It's a commodity that people trust when the economy, especially for the U.S., is being, you know, shaky. And that said, I want to let me share my screen and we will dive into our gold strategy. This probably might be the gold strategy that you will ever need to get to where you want to be, right? If you're doing prop firms, please listen carefully and then try to follow this. It's for your own interest, right? So, without further ado, let's get into this and I will stipulate what the strategy is about, right? I will stipulate what it is, and it's up to you to follow it or not. You either decide to follow this or you decide not to follow it. I can help you do that. The only thing I can do is show you what's possible on the chart. It's you versus you. It's not you versus the market. The market is the market. Yeah? The market is the market. It does whatever it wants to do. But it's you versus you. Can I explain that? Yes, sure. Now listen. In Africa, we say use your fingers and open your ears so that you can hear me, right? It's you versus you. What does that mean? It means it's you when you come to the market, you discover the part of you that you might not know existed, or the part that you already know existed, but you cannot confront it, or you have not confronted it, or you try to confront it, but it's defeating you every single time. Does that make sense? Oh my God. Oh my God. I have a part of me that I don't know that existed. Yes. The market exposes that. All of it. A lot of it. Let's not exaggerate, right? But a lot of it. If you're greedy, it's going to show on how you trade. If you're fearful, you can take risk. It shows how you take trades. Are you spontaneous? It shows how you take trades. Formal, right? These things that I'm mentioning, they're not all of it, but this shows you that as you come to face you, I don't say face the market. A lot of people say, oh, you come to face the market. You're not facing the market, bro. You are facing you. That's that's how I interpret that. That's how I see it. And that's how I'm giving it out to you. Okay? So a lot of the prep talk, right? The prep talk is over. Let's dive into the chart and see how we can extract some pips. I don't call it money. I say pips so that you can rewire your brain to not think about the money. Think about the process that will lead you to making whatever amount of money that you think you can make from the market, right? So now, my rule of thumb, right? The first thing that you should have in your mind that we're doing here is we are only trading New York session. New York session. Am I clear on that? New York session, because that's my time zone, right? So I cannot trade London session. That's 3 a.m. my time. So makes no sense, right? So what you're gonna do? You're gonna trade New York session. That's what I'm showing here. Maybe you can apply the strategy to other sessions. Maybe I've not tested those sessions. I don't know how it's gonna work. Okay? Does that make sense? First, New York session, you start looking to get in from 9:30, right? 9:30, that's when New York session opens. You try to start looking in to get in by 9:30. Second thing that you have to do before you even get into a trade is you open up Forex Factory and check to make sure there's no news that's gonna be impactful to the USD, US dollar, right? You get that out of the way. Your next step is learn the risk management of this strategy. Having a strategy is one thing, but having risk management around it is another thing. So in this, we are only taking maximum 2 trades in a day. Let me explain. If you take the first trade and you win, that's it for that day. You are done. You understand? If you take the second trade, if you take the first trade and you lose, take a deep breath and then try again. And then if you lose that one, that's 2 losses in a row. That's it for that day. Do you understand? This is classroom. We are teaching here. I'm not entertaining you. I am teaching you. That's 2 different things. It's either you pay attention and you understand it, or you go for the entertainment. Okay? You go for the entertainment. And after that, your life still remains the same. You either listen, all right? And then the third risk management around this is you take the first trade and you lose. You take the next trade and you win. You are done. Remember, you see, it's all circling around 2 trades in a day. This will help us avoid over trading, revenge trading. When your emotion is all over the place, you understand. This will help us to limit that. Can I enforce this on you? No, I can't because I'm not there to whoop you at. I'm not there. It's up to you because that's why I said this is you versus you. Okay? Does that make sense? You versus you. This is what we're doing. You versus you. Now let's get into the chart and see what we can get. So I have my paper and pen because we're gonna be writing stuff down, bro. Every trade that we take, we'll write it down, write the result out so that we can calculate that afterwards. Okay. All right. So, um, this is November. Today is November 27th, which is Thanksgiving. Can you imagine? I'm making a video for you guys on Thanksgiving. You know, yo, I deserve your likes, man. I deserve your comments. I deserve whatever you want to give this channel for the channel to grow. Come on, man. This Thanksgiving, and I'm here. Yeah. And I'm here making videos. Today is, as you can see, see the drop down here? Thursday, 27 November 2025. Right here. You see it? So I'm not capping. I'm not making it up. Okay? It's Thanksgiving. Use your Google. Use your Google. Okay, guys? Hit that like button, bro. Hit it. Hit it. Okay? Now let's go. All right. So, I don't know. Let's try October and see how we would have, or should we try August? I don't know. Let's try August. Maybe I can make a video for October another day. Let's see. Let me go. Oh, September, not August, because August, September, October. Yeah, let's go to September. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit. It's cold out here, so a little bit under the weather. I'm not cutting it. This is not going to be edited out. Everything here is just no edits. I put it out the way I recorded it. Authentic. I'm not editing nothing out. You're not gonna like it. But I do me. I do what I want to do. Okay, September 1st is Monday. Oh, that's the max that I have actually. I could not even done August anyway, even if I wanted to, because I don't have the premium plan for TradingView. Whatever. Okay, September 1st, I think is Labor Day, so it's gonna be a holiday. So let me see. September. Let's go to September. Remember, we have to September 1st. That's a Monday. Yeah, US holiday. US holiday. Yeah. So September 2nd. What are the rules that I showed you a few minutes ago or that I spelled out for you? The rules is you have to first of all, before you even consider to trade for that day, you have to go to Forex Factory or any other platform that you can use to see if there's a news for that day, especially for USD. And if there's a news, is it a high impacting news or is it a medium or is it a low impact? I'm only considering the high impact news. Make sense? All right. So here we go. So on September 2nd, we have 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock ISM manufacturing PMI. So we have a PMI news. So what do? We have to wait for 10 o'clock to do its thing. So at least we wait for that one candle to finish. So that will give us 15 minutes from the news release time, right? That's enough time for you to like hold on just to avoid any casualties, any fatalities, right? You know what I mean if you've been trading. But spontaneous movements happen when there's high impact news. So you have to wait that out for a few minutes, right? So I'll give myself 50 minutes from here, right? Right. So, and most platforms actually don't want you to be trading right on that news release. There's some of them will tell you 2 minutes, someone will say 5 minutes. So we're giving her 15 minutes, so that's enough, right? For it's gonna pass any platform in terms of news restriction. Okay? All right. So what are we doing? What is the strategy? The strategy is you look left all the time. You look left, see before you get in, right? So this is where the New York session started. But because of news, we're not going to start here. Now, this is price action only type of strategy. I'm not using any indicators. This moving average you see here is not used for this strategy. It's just there on my chart. Actually, let me let me just hide it so it's not confusing you. I'm not using it, so don't think I'm using it. All right. So if it was not for the news, right, and if I had wanted to enter Okay, no, it would not have been because this candle, 9 o'clock candle, invalidated a sell that I would have taken if I was gonna enter by 9:30. But you see, these two candles showed me that we are going up, so that's what I would have done by 9:30. But I'm not trading at 9:30. Remember, we checked our Forex Factory, and then we have this IS ISM PMI news at 10 a.m. Eastern. So we're not trading that. We'll have to wait till 10:15. So this is 10:15 candle. So it still shows a strong push. And then we go. What is our stop loss? Our stop loss always, always. Let me write it down. Okay. Gold, 15 minutes. Stop loss is 60 pips. 60 pips. TP is 80 pips. That's about 1 to 1.2, right? Yes. I figured that this is the best route that I take. If if you're comfortable with 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever, you can find the video for that. Not here. I figured out that 1 to 1.5, 1.2 works great for me according to this strategy. So let's go. So this is then 15. We are looking for 80 pips and we got it. Does that make sense? Remember, we're looking for 80 pips. We're not greedy. We're trying to just survive, get some money, and get out. So this gives us 80 pips in this candle, and we're done for that day. So September 2nd, we won 80 pips and we're done. It doesn't matter what else that happened that day. You understand me? Please, 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 please focus and listen to this. Do not do otherwise because a market will not be the same all day. It's not gonna show you this up push every day, and then if you keep entering, you're gonna blow your account, or you're gonna get punished. Or you're gonna give back all your money. So now let's go to Wednesday, the 3rd, September 3rd. Okay. You see how this was a little choppy. So if you don't have a risk management around what you're doing, you're gonna get hurt. That's all. Okay, so this day again we have the Jotes job openings. So 10 o'clock again. We have to wait until after 10 o'clock to get into a trade. Okay, so this will be a losing for us. And I'll tell you why. It will be losing for us. I'll tell you why. You see this 10 o'clock, right? This 10 o'clock showed this. It opened, it went up a little bit, and then it pushed down. I would have got into a sell at 10:15 and then would have lost. So we lost that one, lost 60. And remember, the rules are you lose first, now you try again. And if you lose again, you stop trading. So we see that push up, right? Now we are waiting to see for a clear sign that we are going up, right? We want to see a clear sign that we are going up. So that happened here. But is it outside our taking? No. So, but guys, another thing that I didn't tell you in the beginning is once you reach 12 o'clock, you cannot enter any more trades. If you're already in a trade, you let it rock. You just allow it to run until either TP or stop loss. But if you have not found a way to get in before 12, then stop and you come tomorrow. Okay? So this is still within, oh, come on. So this is still within, this is still, come on. This is still within our perimeter. So this is 11 o'clock. So 11:15, we try to, it went down a little bit. So by 12:45, we made 80. So we won 80. So today we only made 20 pips. That's fine. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now let me recap so that you can follow. I'm going as slow as I can because I'm teaching. I am not entertaining you. I say that again. I'm teaching you. I'm not entertaining you. Okay. Now, remember, even though I was not going to take this because I've not seen a sign that says sell, but because the news did this, I wanted to be early. So I got into a sell here and then I lost. If I had wanted to do stuff like do it this way, if I had wanted to wait for a buy, then here I would have still entered and still lost. So it's okay. It does not matter. So let's just recap. You understand this happened here, and we went for a sell and we lost. And now we are waiting. We are waiting for a buy to come in, and then we're getting to a buy here, and then we made it. That's it for that day. Okay. All right. So now let's go to Thursday. Now let's go to Thursday, September 4. Let's go to Thursday, September 4. Um, let's go to Thursday, September 4. Don't forget, pardon me, September 4. Just give me a second. I have to step out for a minute. Okay. Sorry about that. I needed to attend to the door. So September 4, we come here. We come here. We check. Oh, September 4 looks like it's all over the place. Let's see what's doing that. Okay, 8:15. That's a non-farm employment change, ADP. Then 8:30, unemployment claims, and then 10 o'clock ISM. So we just have to wait until 10 to take a trade. Again, can you imagine? Okay. So what is the 10 o'clock? The 10 o'clock is here. Oh, we lost the first trade, huh? So this is 10 o'clock, and then this is 10:15. We went for a buy. You know why I went for a buy, right? You see that this heavy push up, right? You see what I went for a buy? You see heavy push up. That's why I went for a buy. Make sense? Okay. And right here, we lost it. So we lost that 60. And then we will wait. So this also pushed up again. And then we try to enter again because it's showing me a buy. It's showing me a buy, but this is our second chance. If we win, we win. But we always put our stop loss in. So we went, it came down and all of that. It kept dancing, whatever. Uh, it took some time. So it got us into TP by 11:30. All right. So we made 80. So that's 20 pips we made for that day. Whatever. That's our two trades and we're done. So we go to the next day, which is Friday, September 5th. It's Friday, September 5th. Okay. What do we have here? Okay, September 5th. It might be non-farm because it's first Friday. So let's see. First Fridays is always like a non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll, right? So now let's see. Fifth, yep. Okay, so we have to by 10 o'clock we don't have an I mean by 9:30. So this is the first time that we are starting trade at 9:30. Because by 8:30 the news is out. By 9:30 that's 1 hour, so we should be fine. So let's see Friday. This is the 9 o'clock. So everything is showing me that it's gonna be a buy. Dude, remember, look back. This is the news release. It pushed that way up. So by 9:30, we are entering a buy. So this is when the buy showed up here. I don't know if we made it or not because it looks small. Oh, we did. So we made it here. Remember, this is the candle that showed me a buy. This did not show me a buy. This is 9:15. So 9:30. So 9:45, that's when we got in, right? So, and we got the 80 and we're out. Win one, the first trade, then you're out. Does that make sense? Okay. If we are going to do it week by week, right? Now, get your calculators, guys, and you will understand the magic that is happening here. If you do the calculations, remember September 1st, we did not trade because it's Labor Day. September 2nd, let me do the math with you guys. Let me do the math. All right, hold on. Let me find the calculator. Where is my calculator? Where is my calculator? Okay, right here. Okay, so September 2nd, we made 80. September 3rd, lost the first trade, won the second. That's 20. Okay, that's 60 minus 60 plus 80. That's 20. So plus 20. September 4th, Thursday, we had the same type of result. We lost our first trade and we won the second trade. That's plus 20. Then September 5th, which is Friday, non-farm payroll. This is what you see on the chart here. We won the first trade and that's 80. Right? Guys, you made, I don't know if you can see, but you made 200 pips for that week. 200 pips for that week. Depends on how you want to go about it, right? Depends on the lot sizes that you're using. 200 pips is not bad to generate in a week without exposing yourself too much, right? 200 pips is not bad, right? So now that you understand the flow, I'm going to go faster so that we can cover September faster. You see what I'm saying? So that we can cover September a little faster. But now that you understand the gist and the strategy, or maybe you don't understand, but I went as slow as I can. As you can always wash it again the first few like this first week, and then you can get a sense of how I enter the trades and how I manage the trades. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go through the second week faster. So September 8th is a Monday. So we go here. September 8th. That's a Monday. No news. So 9:30, we're gonna start trading. Um, look left. You can see it was ascending. It was ascending. It was going up before 9 o'clock. This is 9:15. This is 9:30. So this is what showed us a buy, and then we get in there. It went down a little bit, so please do not hesitate. Once the candle is about to close, you wait for that. If you once it closes, you press that button. Please don't wait. Just have your stop loss and your take profit in place. You just get in. The market will do what it has to do. You don't have to wait. It happens to me a lot. And then I will be like, oh, I wanted to pull back a little bit so I can get into a better position. What if it doesn't? It leaves you and goes. And now you lose money because you did not take the trade. And now it's gonna mess up your mind now that you have to like get in anyhow because now you know that you have missed the chance to get in. Why not just get in? If he loses, he loses. You only have two trades to take. Does that make sense? Make sense? I hope so. All right, so now let's see where we got the. We didn't lose, so we definitely got out here 10:45. All right, September 8th, 180. All right, so we're done. One win, you're done. Uh-oh, this one looks like a bad day, eh? Okay, September 9. Let's see. They have a news, high impact news at 10. All right. So we're not trading until after 10. 10:15. This, right, was a little sell and then it was a buy. It was a buy situation here. But as the news came, it created this. So we're not getting in yet. We need to be sure of what it's trying to do. Right? We need to be sure. Remember, you only have two trades to take. So why just enter? I know patience is hard, but patience is gonna save you a lot of money. Because here, I could have gone into a sell, knowing that this big sell candle happened. But it could have just happened and then pushed back and then lose all your money and lose you some money. Why not just wait and see what it's trying to do? You see this? This came more like an indecision candle. Uh, okay. And you can see this base is still being respected. Does that show me a buy? Absolutely not. Because this sell has invalidated my buys here because it's a big sell candle. So I need a good confirmation for a buy. This one candle does not do it for me, right? And then this next candle did this. Yes, it pushed back up here, right? It pushed back up here. It pushed back up here. It might be telling me that it wants to go up, right? It might be telling me that it wants to go up. So what do I do here? Uh, If I got into a buy here just because he was doing that, we lost, and that's okay. Now, this is a chance to get in, but you did not win. So we lost back to back in this, in my opinion. So this is our first back to back loss. I'm telling you, this is what I would have done in real time because it's still pulling into this, even though this sell candle invalidated, not 100% invalidated the buys that was going on before that because it did not break under. So I was waiting for it to break under, and it did not really break under until here. So it's dicey, but in hindsight, you would have said, "Oh, you wait." But knowing as traders, I would have gotten in here thinking, okay, since it's pulling back and back, okay, it might want to go back up, right? So that's why we lost this one, right? That's why we lost this one. But it's subjective, right? If I'm trading by myself without showing you what I'm showing you, like the way I'm showing you. If you're skilled and skilled, you will know that when this thing happened, it's invalidated as a buy. It makes the buy irrelevant because you have to get out here with that loss of 10 pips. But because I'm teaching, just don't get out. Once you place a trade, wait for it to hit your stop loss or your take profit. So we wait for it to hit our stop loss here. And then we get into a sell, right? We got into a sell. You can either decide to flip a sell, but I wait for candle to finish. I don't just jump in. So it did not get us to 80. It did not. I don't know if it did. It's very dicey. It did not. It's it's tight. I'll take that loss. I'll take that loss. I'll take that loss. It's tight. September 9. September 9, we lost back to back. There's nothing I can do here. Um, it's one of those trading has some losses inside. All right, so we go to 10, which is a Wednesday. Go to 10, which is a Wednesday. Um, we have a news at 8:30, so we should be fine to enter at 9:30. Normal. Okay. This is okay. We see this. Let's see what we are looking at from the left. The left is dragging downwards. So we're looking for sell 9:30. I don't see any real sales. Okay, so this one offered me this one. You see this pushback? I would have gotten into a sell and then we went to lose. Oh, we didn't lose? Oh, okay. So I thought we actually lost, but it did not get into 60 pips. So we made it. So it was a winning day. I thought it was a loss. Remember, you put in your stop in loss and you take profit. You forget about it. Let it rock. Let it do what it gotta do, man. I can't stress this enough. So we won here, even though I thought we would have lost. Okay. So now we go to Thursday. Thursday 11. Oh, oh, CPI. But it's 8:30, so we should be fine to enter at 9:30, our normal time. Okay, this is 9:30. But looking left, we see a push up, push up. This 9:15 candle kind of okay, but it's still within the overall push up. All right, I'm trying to see a clear sign. Okay, so this is 9:30 candle. This 9:30 candle, we get into a buy at 9. Remember, we're still looking for that buy environment. We get into that buy, and we got it. September 11, 180. All right, so we got into a buy here, and we won the, and we made a 80 pips. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Remember, because this candle does this, does not mean that it's a sell already. No, because this is the base that was broken, the resistance that was broken, right? So it needs to break. It needs to break another clear resistance for me to be like, okay, this is going to be a selling situation. But this is a resistance that was broken. It needs to break a support somewhere. This is not a real support for me to say, oh, I'm going for a sell. No. Okay? Does that make sense? And this is 9:30, right? 9:15. This is the 9:30. We wait and see what the 9:30 candle will do. And then we get into a buy. All right? So we go to September 12th. Let's see what September 12th is. There's a USD high impact news, consumer sentiment at 10. So we wait for 10:15 to get in. All right, where is our 10:15? This is the 10 o'clock. Oh, we lost. So this is 10 o'clock. Showed a buy. We got into a buy at 10:15. And then we went here to lose. We lost here. We lost here. We lost in this candle. And looking left, we see that it's showing me selling, right? So we're looking for a real selling situation, but we didn't find any other selling situation because this has a push that has a wick under showing a little push up. So we didn't get into a sell here. And this is 12 o'clock. So we only took one loss. Remember, after 12 o'clock, we don't take any more trades. We allow the trades that we already have in to continue going, right? But we don't take any more trades, right? So we lost 60 here. This is a very turbulent week. But let's see, even in our turbulence, did we come out profitable or not? Let's see, September 8th, we made 80 pips. September 9, we lost 120 pips. If you remember, we lost 120 pips. September 10, we made 80 pips. September 11, we made 80 pips. Then September 12th, we lost 60 pips. So we made 60 pips for this week. Not bad. I mean, any profit is profit, right? So I will end this video here. We're going to find the part 2 of our September strategy check. next. You're gonna find it somewhere in the channel. Check it out. It's gonna be part two. I'm gonna name it part two. So this is gonna be part one, and then we're gonna name that one part two. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging in. And this is not entertainment. This is education. And in education, it has to be quiet. You gotta pay attention, and you have to listen and grab the concept that's been put out there for you to learn, right? Again, I appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe, do whatever that you think is going to help the channel to grow so I can bring you more content like this. All right. So I'm not selling you anything. I'm not selling anything because it's not the goal. The goal is to teach you for free here, and then you take it and you run with it. However, you modify it, you implement it the way you want in other sessions. If it works for you, then it works for you. This is not financial advice. This is strictly trading and teaching you the concepts. Okay? All right. That's it. Peace and have a good one. And I will catch you in the next one. Okay. All right.